In a world that constantly pulls for our attention, energy, and emotional reactions, drama seems unavoidable. It shows up in conversations, relationships, workplaces, social media, and even within our own thoughts. Many of us feel trapped in cycles of conflict, overthinking, resentment, and emotional exhaustion. We replay arguments in our minds, react to provocations we could have ignored, and invest time and energy into situations that bring us no peace. But what if there was another way? What if walking away from drama wasn't weakness, but wisdom? What if choosing calm over chaos was not avoidance, but mastery? This is where Stoicism, an ancient philosophy practiced by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, offers a powerful lesson. Stoicism doesn't teach us to suppress emotions or disconnect from life. Instead, it teaches us how to engage with life wisely, how to protect our inner peace without becoming cold or indifferent. Today, we're going to explore the art of walking away from drama using Stoic principles, how to recognize unnecessary conflict, how to stop being emotionally hijacked, and how to reclaim control over your reactions, your time, and your peace of mind. Why drama feels so hard to escape. Let's start with a simple but uncomfortable truth. Drama persists not because it's powerful, but because we participate in it. Most drama requires an audience, a reaction, or an emotional investment. Without those things, it collapses. Yet again and again, we find ourselves pulled in. Someone says something provocative. A message feels disrespectful. A situation feels unfair. And before we know it, we're emotionally involved, defending ourselves, proving a point, or seeking validation. Stoicism asks a different question. Is this worth my inner peace? Marcus Aurelius once wrote that we are disturbed not by events themselves, but by our judgments about them. In other words, drama doesn't live in the external world. It lives in how we interpret and respond to it. This realization is liberating, because if our reactions create drama, then our restraint dissolves it. Walking away from drama isn't about running from life. It's about refusing to hand over your mental and emotional authority to things that don't deserve it. The Stoic foundation, control and choice. At the heart of Stoicism lies one core principle. Focus only on what is within your control. Epictetus divided life into two categories. 1. Things within our control, our thoughts, judgments, actions, and values. 2. Things outside our control, other people's opinions, behavior, outcomes, and circumstances. Drama thrives when we try to control what we cannot. We get upset when others don't behave as we expect. We feel offended when people misunderstand us. We grow resentful when life doesn't feel fair. Stoicism teaches us to pause and ask, is this within my control? If the answer is no, then emotional attachment to it is unnecessary suffering. Walking away from drama begins with this awareness. When someone is angry, manipulative, or provoking you, Stoicism reminds you, their behavior belongs to them. Your response belongs to you. That distinction is where freedom begins. Understanding why drama is so tempting. Before we can walk away from drama, we must understand why it attracts us in the first place. Drama gives us a sense of importance. Drama feeds our ego. Drama creates emotional stimulation in an otherwise routine day. But Stoics warned against becoming addicted to emotional turbulence. Seneca wrote that many people mistake agitation for meaning. They feel alive only when something is wrong. Stoicism encourages emotional sobriety, not emotional numbness, but clarity. It teaches us that peace is not boring, it's powerful. When you feel the pull of drama, a Stoic response is not to suppress the feeling, but to observe it. Ask yourself, why does this bother me? What am I afraid of losing? Am I reacting out of ego or reason? Often, drama is an invitation to abandon rational judgment. Walking away is a way of declining that invitation. The power of the pause. One of the most practical Stoic tools for avoiding drama is the pause. Between stimulus and response, there is a moment. In that moment, you have a choice. Marcus Aurelius practiced mental distancing, imagining situations from a higher perspective. When someone insulted him or behaved irrationally, he reminded himself that people act according to their understanding of the world. That didn't excuse bad behavior, but it prevented emotional overreaction. When drama arises, Stoicism teaches us to slow down. Don't respond immediately. Don't explain yourself unnecessarily. Don't match emotional intensity with more emotion. Often, silence is not passive, it's strategic. Walking away doesn't always mean physically leaving. Sometimes it means emotionally disengaging, choosing not to escalate, and letting things settle without your interference. Detachment without indifference. A common misunderstanding of Stoicism is that it promotes coldness or emotional detachment from others. In reality, Stoicism encourages compassion without entanglement. You can care about people without absorbing their chaos. You can set boundaries without hostility. You can walk away without resentment. Stoics believe that people act poorly because they are confused about what is good. Seeing drama through this lens transforms anger into understanding. Instead of asking, "How dare they?" you ask, "What belief is driving this behavior?" This shift allows you to disengage without hatred. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to win. You simply choose peace. Walking away from drama in relationships. Relationships are one of the most common sources of drama. Miscommunication, unmet expectations, and emotional triggers can turn minor issues into major conflicts. Stoicism doesn't say you should tolerate disrespect. It says you should respond wisely. Sometimes walking away from drama means not arguing with someone committed to misunderstanding you, not engaging in emotional manipulation, not chasing validation from someone who thrives on conflict. Epictetus advised us to be especially careful about whose opinions we value. If you wouldn't seek someone's advice, why value their criticism? When a relationship consistently drains your peace, Stoicism gives you permission to step back, not out of bitterness, but out of self-respect. Social media, modern drama, and Stoic silence. In the modern world, drama has gone digital. Social media magnifies conflict, rewards outrage, and encourages constant reaction. Stoicism is especially relevant here. You don't need to comment on everything. You don't need to defend your views to strangers. You don't need to absorb every emotional wave online. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily to avoid unnecessary noise. Today, that advice translates into digital restraint. Sometimes the most stoic act is logging off. Walking away from online drama is a powerful reclaiming of attention. Attention is your most valuable resource. Spend it where it nourishes you. Inner drama, the quietest and most dangerous kind. Not all drama is external. Some of the most exhausting drama happens inside our own minds. We replay conversations. We imagine worst-case scenarios. We argue with people who aren't even present. Stoicism teaches us to challenge these internal narratives. Just because a thought appears doesn't mean it's true or useful. Seneca warned that we often suffer more in imagination than in reality. Walking away from inner drama means letting go of rumination, redirecting attention to the present moment, accepting what has already happened. Peace is not found by fixing the past or controlling the future, but by grounding yourself in what you can do now. Choosing peace is a daily practice. Walking away from drama is not a one-time decision. It's a daily discipline. Some days you'll succeed. Some days you'll react. Stoicism doesn't demand perfection. It encourages progress. Each time you choose calm over chaos, you strengthen a habit. Each time you refuse unnecessary conflict, you reclaim a piece of yourself. Over time, something changes. Drama loses its grip. People sense your boundaries. You become less reactive, more grounded, more centered. And perhaps most importantly, you begin to trust yourself. Conclusion: the quiet strength of walking away. In a loud world, walking away from drama is a radical act. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. Stoicism teaches us that true power lies not in dominating others, but in mastering ourselves. When you walk away from drama, you are choosing clarity over confusion and peace over noise. You stop outsourcing your inner state. You become steady even when the world is not. And that steadiness is magnetic. So the next time drama knocks at your door, remember, you don't have to answer. You don't have to explain. You don't have to engage. Sometimes the most powerful move is simply to walk away, calm, composed, and free. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this Stoic lesson, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you're notified when a new video comes out. Thank you.